this is the video on how to lighten your dark, very very dark, like you do it 6 o'clock in the evening type of video. You know it now show good, but you need me and show no how to make it bright. There's always a way to make things work. You just have to find that way and put God before it.
Yeah, bless the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth to you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. In this video you will see that I did this like 6 o'clock in the evening, and in Jamaica that's kind of dark when it comes to making videos. It's not really a good bright side to do videos. As you can see here, it's pretty dark. The first one you saw a while ago was already the edited one. As you can see, this is a way how to brighten the video without having to lose quality, because sometimes people don't brighten the video because they don't want to lose the quality. Why am I saying things like this? But I hope this helps you guys to not say you're not gonna do a video for the day because the time is too dark. If it's night and you see that you can't do it, well, that's that. But even once the sun is still out, you can still make your video. There are ways to make it bright. Look, as you can see right here, look at this part. It's basically brightened by a filter. There are times when you don't use a filter because some filter takes away quality, but some filter only brightens the video. It only brightens dark areas. These are some filters. If you use VN, I recommend VN for all who don't know about iOS and what editor to use. I recommend VN. And VN is basically an app that does not leave a watermark. So I recommend that it's the best. And VN has features and filters that they don't take away quality, only add lighting. Some of them only take out certain colors. Some of them only add certain colors. Some of them add moods and stuff like that. So in some editors you won't want to use filters because you say the filters will take away the quality, but in this it doesn't if you use the right filter. I use the S2, 3 and 4 because those are sharp, very sharp filters. They only add brightness. I turn them down sometimes because at times the brightness is too much, like for real too much when you add them. And another thing, when you're doing this, do not cut the video until you have brightened all the clips. Then you cut the clip edits, because if you edit first, it will cause a problem while you're going to add the filter. You have to add filter to each and every one of the cut that you cut, and it's kind of annoying. So you just filter the full cut first, then you start clip editing it, then you start cutting whatever you want to cut out and stuff like that. Now in this, I don't always use the S because there are certain times when my face is already bright and the things around me is already bright, so I only need to add a little brightness. So all I do is just search for the right color compose that will fit the facing and take out the shadows and all that. In here you can see how my sister looks dark, and all I want is for her to look a bit brighter, not bright but just a bit brighter. So I add a filter. I might not add the S1, 2 or 3 because sometimes it's too bright, but there are other filters there that highlight what you want it to, but I prefer the S2, the S3, and the S4. I don't really use S1. S1 doesn't really brighten anything, honestly. It just sharpens the cut a little bit. I'm not even sure if that's what it does, but yeah. Don't mind my lip right here and how it looks. Yeah, I just got caught off guard there. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, it's bright. It's very bright. As you can look and see right there, that is bright. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and edit the clips and let y'all see what's happening. So stay tuned and watch. Yeah, and another thing y'all need to be reminded of is that you have to use a phone with a good quality. If it doesn't have a good quality, you would have to turn up the saturation and also the sharpness like really high, like to about 100, to get it to look as sharp as you want. I used to do that when I had a phone that didn't have much good quality, but it had a thing called HDR. Yeah, it's important if you don't have a good quality phone to turn the HDR on, so it will sharpen the video for you. So when you sharpen it in the app, it doesn't look like an old film or like really sharp around the edges. You want it to look smooth and not really sharp. If you do this, it will actually make your video look more official, as it make it look more sharp, even though it's not a good quality camera you use. I have learned this because I have always had a little small issue with using like other phones with bad quality, so I try to not let it have a bad quality. I try to keep it on a good quality level. Even if it doesn't have a good camera quality, I always try to turn the HDR on because I do not want it to look like crap. Pretty much, I don't want it to look like crap. So it's best you have an iPhone. Samsung Edges are great as well. I don't know what pixel it is that you should use, but I think y'all know about the pixels and whatever it is. I don't really know about the pixels. All I know is that the iOS's and any iPhone, some Androids have it, but the Samsung Galaxy, all of those, trust me, there are some good qualities in them as well. So I recommend them. But use this app. It's called VN. Trust me. You can use other apps like KineMaster. You can use InstaShot. Those are the ones that I use. I used to use Viva Video because of the effects it has, but it takes a lot of quality out of your video, especially if you just record the clean cut video. It takes a lot of quality out of it, so I don't use it. But I'm not saying it's not it's a bad editor. I just don't use it anymore because it takes out quality. So as you can see here, this clip is very dark, like very dark. I can't even see my face. I can't see anything. It's like I'm a walking shadow wearing a white shirt and blue jeans. So I'm wondering, how can I do this now? How can I make this look brighter? Well, there are 3 things you can turn up in this thing. You can turn up a thing called exposure. In this, you don't use effects. You turn the exposure up. You can turn it like up to 100 because it makes sense for you to turn it up to 100, trust me. You need to zoom it out though to a clear view of your face so you can see where it really has an effect. So it's best if you turn your exposure up to 100. The next thing to turn up is the vibrance. Turn your vibrance up to about 17 or like 20, 27. It depends, but I turn it up to 17 so things don't get blurred. The next thing is to sharpen it, like sharpen it all the way, bruh, to 100. To 100, trust me, it will keep all qualities. All quality that you want, it will keep. I turned it up to 77. But I only turn up on this to show y'all to just leave it at 100. I turn it up to 77. I always use that, 77. So yeah, this is one of the ways how you can turn up your videos, turn up the brightness of your videos, and see the marvelous effect. A minute ago, you could not see my little beautiful face and now you can. This is another thing. When you start a video, it's important to press the screen until you see the little bright circle right there, and you turn it up. Anytime you're doing a video in a dark area, you always touch just touch the screen and you see that little thing like a bulb right there. It's the brightness, and then you turn it up, not too much, else everything will get white.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired in a little way, not too much tired, just wanna find them time. But that is how you edit a video when you did it in dark. Like, I have other ways of doing it, but this is an easy way using the VN photo. VN video editor is the best editor to me because it has no watermarks or anything. It's the best editor for your iOS. Yes. I use KineMaster as well, but KineMaster not so worthwhile for iOS, honestly. Unless you want to do certain things like change your voice and make music videos, because that's what we use it for.